Warning, this article contains major spoilers from Fauda Season 4. Fauda Season 4 dropped on Netflix internationally today, January 20th, with all 12 episodes landing on the streamer as a box set to binge. The latest series has already aired in its native Israel in 2022, but it's only just arrived for fans in the rest of the world. Here are the main plot points from the Season 4 finale. Omar's funeral. Maya Binyamin, played by Lucy Ayoub, received a call about her brother Omar Ta'alb's, Amir Boutros, body, feeling relieved he could at least be buried in Jenin. Maya and her mother finally wanted to lay him to rest in the family plot. Prior to the funeral, Maya saw her sibling's corpse with the last rites beginning shortly thereafter. However, nothing went to plan with members of Hamas turned up and told Maya and her mother they would lead the funeral with Omar being a martyr for cause. The team planned to capture Adil. The unit was discussing how to capture Adil Ta'alb, Lo Inofi, believing he would come out of hiding for the family funeral. They were planning to launch a surgical attack and they needed Adil alive, so they could extract information from him and find how much intel he got from Gabby, Yitzhak Cohen, and whom and where it went. Doron confronted Gabby. Doron Cavallio, Lior Maz, felt uneasy about launching the operation at Omar's funeral, painfully aware how much distress it would cause Maya and her family. The whole operation was given the green light from the top and it was also Gabby's idea. Doron confronted Gabby over the mission, trying to get him to change his mind. He argued they'd nearly killed Maya in Lebanon and she would most certainly die in the middle of this operation. Gabby told him he always fell for the girl, but Doron tried to convince to call off the mission for him, but the captain wouldn't be swayed. Moreover, Gabby said Adil needed to be taken out now because he would only get bigger and unstoppable, warning the terrorist knew everything. After their meeting, Doron knew he had to go ahead with the operation despite a heavy heart. Adil was drawn out. Doron and the team had disguised themselves as members of Hamas as part of their plans to bring Adil out into the open. Adil took the bait and was left disgusted when he heard how Hamas had hijacked his cousin's funeral, saying he needed to go and make sure people knew Omar had died for the Palestinian people and not the group. Right on cue, Adil came out and approached the funeral procession. The funeral was thrown into chaos. Doron tried to save Maya and her family, pulling her to one side and telling her to get them out of the procession immediately. However, Maya was left disgusted when she realized what was happening and recognized Doron. Instead, she revealed the supposed Hamas members were actually members of the IDF Special Forces, with Adil promptly fleeing the scene. The team was ambushed. As the team pursued the suspect vehicles, they found themselves under gunfire with a shootout ensuing and the unit ending up in a blocked-off compound. To make things worse, one of their trucks was blown up with an improvised explosive device. The team was exposed and left to their own devices with backup far away. Backup eventually arrived and Doron and co. went into the camp to help their comrades as the fatalities continued to rise. Dana, Merav Shirim, said a helicopter was on its way to relieve them and asked them to hold tight. Initially, the chopper couldn't land after sustaining hits from heavy gunfire as well. Adil's men started using rockets to take out the forces with their numbers depleting. Carol Verderman's appearance distracts this morning fans. Viewer reaction: Coronation Street's Fizz tape to disappear as Jenny McAlpine exits. Video: GB News sparks uproar as Samantha launches another attack on Meghan. Update: Soggy, Edanamide, was hit and it looked like he could get killed with Steve Pinto, Doron Ben David, going to rescue him. However, Steve also took a bullet with a sniper taking shots at him, and Soggy with Adele's men trying to abduct the fallen men. There was one final confrontation between Doron and Adele, with the Special Forces officer killing the terrorist. Season 4 concluded on a grim note, with Doron badly hit during his fight with Adele. He ended up on the ground with his fellow brothers and sisters in arms as they waited for the chopper to rescue them. All of them were left close to death, with questions over how the ambush could have happened and if someone had set them up. Season 5 has yet to be commissioned, but given this cliffhanger, fans will be hoping for a renewal so they can get some answers. Fauda Season 4 is streaming on Netflix now.